thank you to Maja Hall for your support on Patreon. Hello everyone, my name is Vivian. Welcome back to Wolfstar Sins and Paradise. We are currently in a Hercules drug phase thing, I think, and now we are in a throne room of sorts. You approach a cold and well-lit throne room. The walls and ceiling are covered in ice, and tattered tapestry cling hopelessly to the walls. You prepare your weapons. We know you're in here, demon. Show yourself!
If you insist, sons of man.
What in Hades is happening? Hercules, behind you! Oh my god! There he is! The man. Baphomet.
Welcome, fools, to my inner sanctum. I am Baphomet, the Minotaur. Welcome to my underground palace.
Oh my god. Jesus fucking hell. I am Prince Theseus, and this is Hercules, the strongest man in the world.
Are you attempting to impress me to death, mortals?
Baphomet, you have plagued the good people of Crete with darkness most foul. We have come to put an end to your tribute. No longer shall the people send their sons and daughters here to become sacrifices to sate your hunger.
You would strip me of my rights as the true lord of Lichen? I don't know how to say that. Lichen?
We have come to slay you, monster! The Minotaur begins to laugh.
Your kind quickly forgets history. Before this land was stolen by your people and called Crete, it was the homeland to many tribes of Minotaurs. We called this land Lichen.
This land was stolen from the Minotaurs? I don't buy that story. Don't underestimate us. We're not interested in hearing any more of your lies.
I speak the truth, sons of man. Long ago, my kind, the Minotaurs, ruled over Lichen. We cultivated the fields, domesticated animals, and constructed the Minoan cities of this island.
How did the Minotaurs lose the land to people?
We were persecuted by the masses. They branded us as demons, monsters, unnatural to the world order. My kind were captured, tortured, and killed for generations.
That's horrible.
We believed in peaceful resolutions back then. Most of my people were raised as pacifists. Finally, a young, arrogant, and very angry Minotaur named Baphomet grew tired of the Elders' many failed peace talks with the greedy, ignorant humans.
I mean, I guess he's referring to us, but humans? Humans?
No longer would he stand idle and watch as his people and the land shrank with each one-sided negotiation. He killed the chieftain in one-on-one combat and obtained leadership over the rest of the dwindling tribes of Lichen. Promptly after, he initiated war against the treacherous people of Crete. This decision to answer back violence with violence came too late. One by one, all of my people were hunted and killed. What few tribesmen survived the onslaught managed to retreat underground, where you stand now.
What of the tribute, then? Why do you insist on sacrifices?
Fear became our last hope against those who would persecute us. To the remaining Minotaurs, survival was all that we had left. We had become the monsters the humans made us out to be.
Fascinating story, Baphomet. Now tell us the reason why you have flowers that twist the hearts and minds of men, turning them into lusty sex fiends.
It's all part of my plan. To restore the land and the Minotaurs back to their former glory.
The monster gazes down upon you, taking a deep breath.
You have been thoroughly exposed to my flowers. Their sweet fragrance is unmistakable. Your fortitude is quite impressive. Lesser men would have become nothing more than lust-starved beasts, unable to do anything but enjoy acts of debauchery.
Baphomet, your mission of hatred ends this night. We're done speaking with you. Your crimes weigh heavy on your soul.
I knew our meeting would come down to battle, mortals. But soon you will forget about trying to fight me.
We're not afraid of you. We face monsters twice your size.
Your companions put up a good struggle too.
What? Where are they? If you hurt them, I swear to take your head myself. That's so damn funny.
They made the same threat as you have. Of course, now they're a bit too busy giving each other head to worry about giving. Okay.
I'm a little uncomfortable with this. I don't want to invoke this term flippantly, but this flower seems kind of date rapey, and I'm not digging it. And this is like the second episode in the last 3 episodes that have involved it, but I know I talked to Paul, who's the dev, said that he ain't going there, so I don't know. I don't. It's a drug that is taking their ability to consent away, essentially, and making them literally fucking against their will.
Bah!
What on Gaia is he talking about? I have absolutely no idea.
Bah! I'll show you. Hey, new recruits! Come out and say hi to some old friends of yours.
By the gods, no. This cannot be. Okay. Alright, y'all can't see all of this, obviously, but this is Perseus, who has now come under the effects of this lusty flower thing, and now has a giant rock hard cock hard, and I don't know if my the censoring is definitely gonna have to cover the text, so I'll keep talking. But I'm on record as saying I'm not really cool with this right now.
Hey, it's Prince Theseus and Hercules. You finally come to join the party?
Perseus, no. What has this monster done to you?
If you think I'd look good, just look at what happened to Achilles.
Oh my god.
Hey, big stud, quit touching yourself and come over here already.
Oh my god. Oh, he's pitching his nipple. It is extremely possible that I'm just overthinking this, but you know what? I'd like to get an outside perspective. Alright, so here's essentially the situation. I mean, you're looking at it right now.
I'm just really laughing that they're blinking together. So, like, there's a passage of time, but you're not continuing.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So right now I'm kind of uncomfortable because it seems like this flower is kind of a date rape drug. It clouds the mind, physically changes these people, and it turns their thoughts to that only of lust against their will. Like they had to mentally fight the urge to succumb to it. And that is part of the plan, as Baphomet explained. That is the effect of the flower.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of torn here because, yeah, I'm very uncomfortable with the idea of people who don't want to fuck being drugged and being made to fuck. Is that me thinking too much about it, or what?
I feel like, yeah, that's you really overthinking it, because this is a very common trope, especially now.
Well, I know it's a common trope, doesn't mean it's a commonality doesn't make it okay.
I suppose so. I personally just don't see it as big of a deal. I would if it was maybe like real fucking life, but it's a story.
Yeah.
The people aren't real.
Yeah, and like I said, I talked to Paul. I know he would not. He stated specifically that he does not want to include that element of storytelling in his works. A story narrative is still, like, just because it's a fictional character doesn't make the theme less problematic.
Alright, then call the police.
Doesn't mean it's illegal. The police handle what's legal, not what's right and wrong.
I mean, like, if you're attributing it to kind of like a real life rules where it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm attributing it to real life, like, I don't want to say morals, obviously. I don't think this is a moral conflict because, again, I talked to Paul. He's not someone who just throws this kind of shit in here, and he does have a great respect for the sensitivity of sexual assault. But, like, what I essentially am saying is these people are being made to fuck against their will. Is that or is that not a problem?
Well, you don't fully know if it's against their will or not.
I mean, yes, we do. They literally had to stop themselves from doing it. Their will, like Hercules and Theseus were able to resist it, but the other two were not. So you know it is a matter of clouding your judgment. It's not a matter of enhancing your judgment. It's a matter of replacing your judgment.
I don't know, because there's also just the aspect of what somebody actually wants that keeps them, what keeps them from acting on it is just the sense of society and upbringing and whatever the fuck else. So if you just have no inhibitions.
So it's like how they say that, like, drunk actions are sober thoughts.
I wouldn't say sober thoughts. I don't know. I feel like alcohol is much different. But
I know, you can, being intoxicated of any kind, but I mean is the things that you think when you're sober or not under the influence is the stuff that once substances have alleviated you of your inhibitions, it's like those are your actions. It's like people who get drunk or get trippy and they start going on fucking ranting raves. And they're like, duh, that's not how I normally would be, but like, people don't turn racist, for example.
right,
If someone gets drunk and they start going on a racist tirade,
that's inner thoughts.
exactly, that's just someone who lost their inhibition. So you're basically saying the reason why this is not a problem is because we don't know for sure that Achilles and Perseus, who was the other one, did not actually want to fuck each other?
Yeah, or just in general, because you can want sex with somebody but not be really interested in them.
Yeah. And see, I would be more willing to buy that if... Because Baphomet did not say this is a drug that releases your inhibitions. He said explicitly that this is a flower that turns people into lusty animals. It's explicitly stated that it is targeting your sex drive.
Right. I don't know too much about the story and the investment in it, and it kind of seems like this is more of a Trials of Hercules kind of thing. You don't know about the Trials of Hercules?
I know about the Trials of Hercules.
Okay.
I just don't know where you're going with this.
What I'm going with this is it's supposed to be you overcoming sins of pride and lust and everything else.
Uh-huh.
So that seems kind of what the flower's doing, is it's just unlocking inner desires of that kind of sort. And in that case, it's a bit of a fucking gray area, because at one hand, consider somebody's not very gluttonous usually, but then they get hit with a fucking gluttony spray and then they're eating everything around them.
Yeah.
If that's not a sin that they really went towards as a person, then it's a fucking problem. But I don't know this character.
Yeah, and in all honesty, we don't know too much about them. The only things we've seen between Achilles and Perseus in this thus far is that they fought, which, you know, they argued a lot. So it's very possible that that was just like a sexual tension.
That's another big trope.
They literally could just have this underlying sexual tension, and this just enhances what was already there and releases inhibition of it. The problem, like I said, with that is that if the notion was explicitly stated to make people lusty, like if it was stated that this flower gets you out of your own way when it comes to lust or something like that, obviously it would be worded better, but then I would see it as being okay, but I don't know.
And I think with this, Paul made this?
Yeah.
So I really think if he's like, I don't like that kind of content in my shit, that carries a lot of weight with how uncomfortable or not this is supposed to be. Definitely. And what the actual intentions of the flower is, if not fully explained well.
Yeah, because that's another thing. It's like he said that, if I remember this correctly, he will like get close to it, but he'll never actually do it.
Right.
Problem is, it was stated that they were blowing each other over in the corner. So I don't know, man. Like I said, it's a gray area.
For me personally, I'm not feeling too uncomfortable by it.
Yeah.
But we're two different people, so
yeah,
we can have two different comfortabilities with this kind of thing.
Definitely.
In my opinion, you're kind of overthinking it, but this is the thing, is that especially with visual novels where there's choices, you can get kind of punished by being uncomfortable with something that's supposed to carry the narrative.
Yeah.
So you don't know if sleeping with them or not would actually end up giving you the good ending later on.
Yeah.
So you also have to be in the mindset of, where would this take the story? Is it going to take it in a negative place? Therefore, it's meant to be negative and you're meant to be uncomfortable? Or in the story structure, does it make sense for you to indulge?
It seemed to be building up that this is definitely a negative. But the problem is that also that was kind of blurred. Because leading up to this, we had multiple encounters with some of Baphomet's minions. And each time we were able to talk them out of fighting.
Okay, so then it would stand to reason that instead of indulging, you're supposed to calm them down.
Well, see, I don't know if that's what that leads into. Because what I mean is, like, if this was just the traditional fight the monsters and fight what the monsters are doing and get out of there fucking thing, just kill them all narrative, like old-timey narratives were, then definitely this is explicitly framed as our companions have been fucked with and we cannot stand this. But the fact that there have been nuances of character motivation introduced in even just monsters leading up to it, the foreshadowing leading into it, I'm worried that there's going to be, I don't know if there's explicitly a notion of it's a bad thing to be made into something or to have your inhibitions removed.
Right.
So I don't know. Obviously, we just have to keep playing and find out.
Right.
And I wasn't planning on just stopping the series,
of course.
Right now, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to get your perspective on it because, just the idea of people fucking when previously they had no intention to do so, just seemed very not okay with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and definitely on a surface level, it is incredibly uncomfortable. But there's a lot of things to think about.
Yeah, consider and talk it over. So yeah, thank you for coming out here and talking about it. I'll let you know if it goes completely off the rails or not. I have faith that it won't.
Right.
You've heard my Australian accent before, right?
Yeah.
It's god awful, isn't it?
It's not god awful. It's not the worst I've ever heard, but workshop it.
Yeah. All right. Now that interlude is over, let us continue. Hopefully, I don't know if anyone was interested in that, but, I don't just play these things. I think about them. I evaluate them. I care. So if I am uncomfortable with something in a moment, I will fucking want to address it.
So good to see you again, Prince. You do work.
What have you done to them?
Merely the same thing that is happening to you and your other friend already.
You've cursed us too?
Hey, that's not very nice.
Gift is what I choose to call it. Now I offer you two the same choice that I had given to your friends.
What choice is that?
My people were forced here in the labyrinth and hunted down to near extinction. Thanks to these flowers, we can rebuild our glorious empire once more. Join me and your friends. Become my new generals and help me spread our gift to the other humans across the world.
And what if we refuse?
Refuse my offer and I will take this giant club here and crush you!
That's not much of a choice, is it, Theseus?
It's really not that hard of a choice now, is it? Look at how your friends enjoy their new forms.
Achilles is blissfully moaning and licking away the spunk of Perseus' hand. Come on, man.
It is a fantastic feeling, Prince. I've never felt more alive and horny. There's no comparison. Every sensation you could ever dream of is better. I'm so happy. Hercules, Prince, won't you please join us? Think of how much better it will be. We'll all be together. We can get all the hot Minotaur ass from around the world.
My throat is dying. I should not have recorded 2 episodes of this back to back. Perseus's cork throbs as a huge glob of jizz leaks out of it and puddles on the ground in front of him. Oh my god. He says, I'm dripping like a fountain just thinking about it. Come on, man. He says, Hercules, I can tell you want in. Fucking hell.
No, that is,
Perseus puts a clawed hand around Hercules' back and gives it a gentle scratching.
You want to be an amazing Minotaur just like us, right?
Yeah, I do. Wait, no, that's not what I meant to say. I mean...
Oh no. Okay, literally, he's saying no, and, okay. Achilles presses down on Hercules' shoulders, rubbing them.
Ooh.
Come on, man. He says, don't you want a taste of my big bull cock, Herc?
Wait, no, Prince Theseus, help me! I don't know what I'm saying anymore!
It's then that you realize that the entire room smells of hot, manly sex. In a few more moments, your willpower will wither away completely and there'll be won't be any choice left. Looking at Hercules, you realize that he's already started touching himself, playing with his crotch and practically drilling like a dumb animal once more. There's not much time left to act. What will you do? Well, fucking hell. Here's the choice. The choice is reject the offer and fight, or join the Minotaur Crusade. Yeah, no, I'm not fucking joining this fucked up shit. Fight him, motherfucker. Achilles, Perseus, I see that you two have finally settled your differences.
Yeah.
That being said, there is still a problem we have yet to work out.
What's that?
Oh, snap, slash. Oh, he's got a trident. You knocked out the 2 lusty Minotaurs with a single swing of your trident because the power of anime is on your side.
Keep your damn paws off my man! I'll crush you!
The Minotaur prepares to attack. Hercules! Hercules snaps out of his stupor.
Right! Let's do this, Theseus!
Here we go, you and Hercules combine your attacks. Oh god. Oh Jesus! Holy shit! The mighty beast fell to the ground with a fatal wound inflicted upon his neck that bleeds profusely. I forgot to mention in our talk that Baphomet has a point. Like, he was fucking genocided to the point where he's at now. So, like, it's kind of hard to feel like he shouldn't have his shit back. That's a huge point I forgot to mention. God damn it. Mighty Beast fell to the ground with a fatal wound inflicted upon his neck that bleeds profusely.
How is it that I have been so defeated? Victory was to be mine. Not even Hercules, the famous half-god son of Zeus, could resist the influence of my flower's lust pollen.
You were doomed from the start, Baphomet.
I told you not to underestimate us.
One half-god wasn't enough to beat your spell, but two half-gods apparently could.
Prince Theseus was a half-god too.
I am Prince Theseus, the son of Poseidon.
Well played, heroes.
What will the Minotaurs left in this maze do without their leader?
As a left to your kind's chieftain, do you have any words you wish to leave behind?
Tell them that nightmares haunt you relentlessly. Tell them that our hate is strong. Tell the people that a greater lord of darkness awaits down here. Fear is still the shield that will protect the remnants of my race.
That solution won't last long.
You will give my people time. Time is all we have left.
Baphomet dies.
Oh, my head. What happened to us?
Perseus, you've changed back to normal. You gonna tell us anything about your new makeover, your majesty? Achilles, thank the gods the two of you were alright. So they weren't conscious. They literally were not aware of what they were doing. Because they don't remember it. Of course, that could be because we knocked them out. Of course, why do they lose their effects and we keep it? Maybe it's an overtime thing. It just happened.
Are you too jealous that you can't grow a beard of your own?
You grab Hercules, turn him around for a hug and kiss.
Well, we'll just give the two of you some privacy.
I have a feeling we're missing out.
Come on, Achilles. No sense standing here being a fifth chariot wheel.
It's gonna take some time for me to get used to kissing you with that thick bush on your face. So they aren't going away, huh?
I love you, Wolfstar.
Wolfstar? Oh shit. Immersion broken.
I love you to her. Wait. What did you call me? I love you, Wolfstar.
Hey, we're coming back to reality. Oh, there goes humanity.
Time to get up already.
Oh my god. Well, that there settles that. Fucking the old EA screen and the old Darius sprite. Works of art by fucking, oh my god. Curse marks. I don't know. I hope it doesn't get up to. I think that's a nice little shout out to times long past. Now, I know the majority of this episode was a conversation that the majority of you probably don't fucking think was necessary, but that's what makes these videos from me. I give a shit. I wish I could turn off this fucking sound, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all very much for watching this episode of Wolfstar Sins and Paradise. On the next one, we will continue from here and see where else to go. I have heard that we are way behind, so someone could give me a hint without spoilers of how far behind we really are. That'd be good. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a nice day. Bye, everyone.